What's up YouTube? Today I'm going to keep it short and sweet, and all we're going to cover is sprayout cards. Now what a sprayout card is basically, think of it like a color checker color card. What I'm going to do is I'm going to spray my base coat color onto this metal sprayout card and check it versus the vehicle, and we'll see if it color matches. The color that I'm going to be spraying today is Glacier White Pearl from Kia, and I'm going to start with my ground color of white, and then we'll put some tape on this and I'll show you how to make a letdown panel for pearl white. Okay, so I have my ground coat color, which is just the white that this calls for. I'm going to do 2 coats on this card. I'm going to dehydrate in between each coat, and I'll show you what it looks like before I go ahead and spray pearl on top of it. You want to spray this card exactly how you would spray the panel that you're working on. And I'm just dehydrating it with the air out of the gun. Okay, first coat is dry, second coat. Now this is a waterborne paint system, so if you're using solvent-borne base coats, I would suggest doing 3, maybe 4 coats on your sprayout card, just to ensure that you have appropriate color, an accurate color. And same thing, I'm just going to dehydrate it with the air. Alright, so see how dull that is? That's all fully dehydrated. I'm going to give this 10, maybe 15 minutes to fully set before I try to put any kind of tape on this. But essentially, what I'm going to do to create a letdown panel is what we call it, is I'm going to put a piece of paper, masking paper, and tape right in the middle of this card, and I will spray my first coat of pearl on the top portion of this card. Then I'll peel that paper off and do my second coat over the entire card, which in turn will give me 1 coat of pearl and 2 coat of pearl, and then we'll go out to the vehicle and we'll check which one matches better. Alright guys, so that has been about 10-15 minutes. What I'm going to do, this is just 18-inch paper. Place this right in the middle, like so. Wrap it around. And I'm covering up half of the card, alright? So I'm going to grab my pearl coat, and I'll show you. I'll do 1 coat on this part that's uncovered, and then we'll unmask it, do our second coat. Alright, pearl coat. Here's the first one. And again, spray this wet. You want to spray it exactly how you would spray the panel. I can't emphasize that enough. Okay, so there's my first coat. Same thing. I'm going to dehydrate it with the gun, just the air. And by dehydrate, I mean just dry. It's waterborne base coat, so that's what we call it with this particular paint. It's almost dehydrated. Alright, and then you just peel your masking off. Really simple, really easy. And the reason I waited that 10 minutes is if you go any sooner than that, what can happen is when you go to peel that tape off, it can just tear your base coat right off of this card. So we want to avoid that, so we have a nice clean card that we can save for future use. Now I'm going to do the exact same thing over the entire card, and I'll show you what it'll do for you. Okay, the whole card. I don't know if you guys can see that. We got 2 coats of pearl at the end, single coat at this end. I'm going to dehydrate it, and we'll go ahead and control coat this card. I'll dry that really well, and then we'll go out to the vehicle and we'll see which one matches. Alright, so that is all dehydrated, nice and dry. Now a control coat is simply backed off the panel, and you're basically just doing a dust coat. This only applies to waterborne base coat, so if you're using solvent, disregard this step. You can go check it now. But for water, just a nice even dust coat leveling out all of your pearls. And now I'm going to go ahead and dry this and then I'll take you out to the vehicle and we'll go ahead and color check this. All right, so we're out at the vehicle now. What I've got here is VMP Naphtha, which is my preferred way to color check without clearing my card. So I'm gonna spray this on the panel and my card, and I'll show you in just a second how I verify my color. All right, I know it's incredibly hard to see, but here's the deal. You wanna look at what you call your face, which is light straight on, and then you wanna look at what you call your flop, which is going to be the biggest deciding factor when it comes to 3-stage white. And in this case, it's looking like a single coat. It's really hard to tell on this card. I don't know if you guys can even see that line. But 2 coats is just a touch darker. I'm not talking a lot darker, but it's enough to throw the color off. So 1 single coat of pearl on this job is going to do it. All right, so why is doing a letdown or a sprayout card important? If you go in blindly to spraying a 3-stage white, you have 0 idea of how many coats of pearl it's actually going to take to get the correct color. It's not just 1 coat, not every time. Sometimes in this case, yeah, 1 coat matched perfect. But if you're using solvent paint, a lot of times you could end up stacking 5, 6, 7, 8 coats of pearl. It really depends on the paint line. So many guys get into trouble when they're trying to spray 3-stage white, these pearl whites, because they don't do their letdown cards. The reason I do these on metal cards such as this one, they're reusable. I'm going to clear coat this card when I finish the job, and I'm going to put it in my cabinet and save it for later. So the next time that I see this particular color, I have a card for it. I know what to expect. So I told you guys I was going to keep this short and sweet. I hope you guys learned something on how to make a spray out card. If you like this video, please consider subscribing. Get at me on Instagram, on TikTok. I am also on Facebook now as well. And I look forward to hearing feedback from you guys. I've been having a whole lot of fun making these videos, and I hope you guys enjoy watching them. So until the next one, thanks for watching.